going on, everybody? So now I just got to check to make sure that I can hear everything on the TV and all that. All right. Go double check. Try to keep the tablet or something off, okay? Because I'm live streaming, okay?
Okay. I'll turn this off. So I'm not watching it, okay?
Okay. I just got to see if this is working.
I turned it off because I'm not watching. I turned it off because I'm not watching. I turned it off because I'm not watching. I turned it off because I'm not watching.
Whoa, why is it doing that? 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 Whoa, dude. Okay. 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 Who's going to be first? Who's going to be first in the chat? I don't think the chat starts until 8:10. I don't think you can get in here till 8:10. Actually, no, I can see it from here. What up, everybody? What you guys doing? Oh, Nick's up here. What up, gangster? What up, gangster? What are you doing, man? Let's go to the top of the chat. Top chat, live chat. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, get rid of these notifications. I'm just going to turn off all notifications. Hold on. Because it keeps blocking up the chat. Notifications. Alarms only. Okay, there. Okay. There we go. Just caught your new tips and tricks video. Oh, right on, bro. Good to see. Good to see. Hey, there's 4 people here. Who's all here? Not just Nick. I want everybody to say what up, man. Everybody say hello. And smash the like. Don't forget that, man. As soon as we start the video, you know what it is. As soon as you come in, smash it. Yeah, man, we're starting a new series because I was talking to my boy Cuzzo. Shout out Cuzzo. Shout out the Costo Show starring Cuzzo. Cuzzo DeLoke. We were filming a video the other night, and he gave me a lot of advice in that video, and he was telling me a lot about the algorithm and stuff like that. So he gave me a lot of advice on the algorithm and stuff like that. So, he gave me a lot of advice how he got 1,000 subscribers in 1 week. You know what I mean? His algorithm shot right up. And so he gave me a lot of behind the scenes secrets and stuff like that. So you're going to see a lot of little different things going on my channel right now. Feel me? And Andrea, what's up, Andrea? How are you? Fine, what's up? Hey, Andrew. How are you doing? Okay, thanks, guys. Now I see the likes going up. Okay. I'm just looking over here for a second because I'm trying to make sure, is the audio okay? Is everything okay? Because I've been having a lot of problems lately with my account. Or not with the account, but with the whole setup and everything. Like I got the new mic and stuff like that set up, but it's kind of, I don't know how loud I'm talking unless I put these in. Let me see. Okay. So this is what it should sound like for you guys. Okay, cool. It was just because I turned the TV on to go see if it sounded okay, and all of a sudden it just started like, I think because of having the TV on and filming it at the same time, the TV hearing the thing better than with the headphone microphone. Okay, yeah. See, this is a legit microphone, a Blue Yeti, and I'm gonna be using this from now on for the music too. So that's gonna be sick, you know. And oh, cool, right on. Good. Because when I turned it on at the beginning, I turned the TV on to double check the sound, right? And it started going like a loud. It started echoing and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, I think that's because you can't have the watching the video that you're recording at the same time, or it does some mixed signal crossing and friggin' makes it loud sound. Yeah, it is. It was over $100. You feel me? It's for streaming, or podcasting. It's for a bunch of stuff that I needed it for music. I got the box somewhere over there. You see? It was hot as hell out today. Okay, but in my apartment, I got the air conditioning on, right? So it's fucking freezing in here. So if you see me with the sweater on, you're wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie and fucking it's boiling hot outside. That's why. And if you see the new picture gone up on Instagram today of that ash vault, I got new ash vault today on my driveway. So that was good because last week when they came to do my front walk of my doorstep there, so I got a nice little patio out front my doorstep now, little white patio kind of cement area, and then the driveway starts with the asphalt. So it's cool. It's worth investing in a nice piece when you use it so often. Yeah, Ontario is hot lately, bro. Yeah, it is, man. I know what you mean. Friggin' it's deadly, bro. It's nuts, man. You have to come inside in the air. But then it's like when you come inside in the air and you're sweating to death and everything, you go and have a shower, you get out of the shower and you're freaking in your air in your house and you're freezing to death, right? So it's like I'd rather be cold in my apartment with the air on and have a hoodie on than be in a t-shirt and sitting here bucking sweats and sweating buckets. Yeah, man, for real. I wonder where everybody is. Where is everyone? Oh man, nobody loves me. Oh, there you are, Brown. What up, fam? Ontario is a depressing province. Oh fuck, here we go. Yeah, we're real depressing over here for real, you know. But everywhere is depressing, bro. Doesn't matter where you go. You're gonna be depressed if you're depressed. It's just what it is. But it is depressing when you walk down the street and see all kinds of where this is supposed to be the best country, the best province, this and that, and you got like like homeless people, like the States too, right? It's not just us, it's the US too. Like homeless people on the streets and the ground and shit when we're supposed to be the best country, right? Like the US and the States and that. We're supposed to be like the more well-off countries, and we're freaking got homeless all over our streets and freaking, epidemics with the opioids in our arms and shit like that. You got zombies walking down the road, bro. It's sad, you feel me? And that's where the depression comes from. It all stems from fucking incarceration, addiction, and homelessness. You feel me? It's still early. The fam will roll in surely. Oh, I know, they will. What's up, my Osama bin Rotten? I'll pull up in the chat and take it over. Better walk Like, okay. Osama bin Rotten. What's the matter, dude? You need to take it easy, man. What's the matter, man? Come join the chat and be friendly, bro. Why do you want to take my chat over? You're welcome to take it over if you please. Just we don't allow the N-word here. You feel me? Even if it is just saying, yo, what up, my homie. You know what I mean? That's why your thing got flagged. You feel me? What's up, Jessica? Hello, how are you? I'm glad you made it. Andrew, do you have a small jail story? I watch a bunch of 23andMe. Hard to learn anything about Canadian jail. Okay, yes, I have a whole bunch of stories. It's not just the lives that you guys see. You know, okay, you got to go down in the thing. If you're watching it on a TV, it's kind of hard because you can't go down. But if you're on like a phone, a PC, or a laptop, something like that, a tablet, you can go down in the feed, right? And it's not just the uploads. I also have a thing that says playlists. And the playlists is where all the stories, most of them from the beginning of the channel, are and stuff like that. We have like fight playlists, backstory playlists, interview playlists, all kinds of them. You know what I mean? Split into different sections because I have over 100 videos. It's hard to find what you want to watch. So I split them into different categories for you guys. But if you can't find it because you have a TV only and you can't get down in the playlist and find the playlist, then just go scroll all the way back to the very first video and then start from there. Start going forwards and you'll see a lot of the stories and stuff like that of fighting, paddy wagon rides, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Everything that you could think of. Over 100 videos there. I'm good on my PC. Okay. So you'll be able to scroll all the way down on the feed then. You'll see playlists then. You'll see all kinds of different playlists. I think there's like 10 playlists. So it'll break it up into different categories. So you just go to what you want to watch. Are you into fitness on this channel? Nah, we're not into the fitness. There's another channel called TheFitCon. I think his name's Jeremy. I'm not sure. I think he might also be from Canada. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, he's called TheFitCon, and I think his name's Jeremy. He's right into the fitness. You should see him. He's freaking like this. Okay, go check him out. He's good shit. Go check him out if you want to learn that fitness stuff. I'd say he's the best channel to go to. One sec. That's definitely the best channel to go to for sure. I'm more of I'm not that fit, bro. You know what I mean? I just fucking lost fucking weight because I stopped eating certain foods. That's all. I can tell you what foods not to eat to lose weight. That's for sure. Because I just lost about what? I went from 280 down to 220 in fucking like less than a year. I'm the OG booty bandit and I like white boys. This guy's too much. We got a freaking real troll, guys. We got a real troll here today, bro. Eddie, stand up. I want to see your hoodie. Is that a better view? I'm coming to get you, boy. No cap. Nobody is forced to work in Ontario Provincial Jail. Eddie, yo, guys, this guy Osama bin Rotten that said, are you into fitness on this channel? That's the only comment that went through. They all got flagged, okay? They said, a lot of them said the NIGGA word in it, so they got flagged. But, yo, right now he's saying that he's the biggest booty bandit on the face of the planet, that he's the #1 booty bandit, and he loves white boys, and he's coming to get me. That's what he just said. You believe this? And then he said, no cap. Here, I'm going to show you guys the booty bandit one. Yeah. See? He literally says this himself. You're a racist. I'm gonna have you canceled. I'm a racist. What are you talking about? Are you retarded? Freaking my family's half black, you weirdo. I just had my little cousin on here saying fucking how my family's half black. He was black. Are you retarded? Are you really stupid? Like, hello? Friggin' they were saying how friggin' me and my cousin look like want to be rescued children and this and that. And then my little cousin had to say, like, yeah, he's half black and this and that. Why are you feel me? Like, all my little nephews are half black. Like, what? I don't get it. My sister has kids with three black kids. What? Nah, you racist white boy. Admit it. Nah, bro. I'm actually one of the only white boys that stayed in fucking General Pop with all the fucking Jamaicans for fucking years, bud. If you really think about it. No fucking racist could do that. Trust me. If you're a racist, you wouldn't be able to be one of the only white boys on the fucking range. Trust me, bud. And you're not racist if you grew up in Toronto because you're a minority. You're one of the only fucking white people in your class. You're one of the only white people in your jail. So obviously you know nothing about Toronto, buddy. Okay? Where are you from? And if you're not, let me put the big snake in your white girlfriend. Okay, this guy's got to go. Let's just kick him out. This guy doesn't want to talk serious. He just wants to be a dummy. You don't want to learn anything. You don't want to be a normal person, and we don't really want you here. We'll put you in timeout for a bit. See how your attitude is when you come back in 20 minutes. Okay? Or however long the chat wants to let you back in. And then we're done with you. If you come back and you still have an attitude like that, then you're gone for good. Oh, boy. Anyway, what up, guys? Sorry about that. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild, bro. That was wild. That's just people, you feel me? Trolls need to get a life. Yeah, I'm not thinking it's gonna be resolved. I hope not. But yo, how is he saying that I'm racist though? He's gonna get me canceled for being racist? That's the only thing that was like, huh? Fucking half my viewers are black. Fucking, I don't get this dude. I don't understand this dude one bit. Where he would get a comment like that out of his mind. Then again, listen to every comment that he says. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, well, it's only a couple minutes into the chat. It's only 20 minutes into it. If we get rid of all the trolls within the first half an hour, then we can all just chill and have a good time, And I'm not going to let anything get to me or get upset, so don't worry about it. We'll just block them. Just pressing buttons for a reaction. Yeah, I feel you. For all we know, it could be a freaking little kid, but I actually put restriction on my shit, like 18 and up. So I don't know if that's going to hurt me in views or if that's going to hurt to demonetize. I don't know. But lately I've been putting, for the last 6 months, I've been putting, don't recommend a video to kids. And then if they're not that graphic, I even put, like both of the things on. Yeah. I usually just put both of them on, but sometimes if it's not that bad, I'll just put the don't recommend it, but I don't restrict it. Because, like, what if a 16 or 17-year-old wants to watch it? I don't think it's worse for a 16, 17-year-old to watch it, but you don't want a 10-year-old to watch it. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird kind of topic. So that's why you kind of sometimes got to restrict it to 18, but hair looks fresh as F. I like it slicked back. Oh, thank you. Where are the weights in Ontario Provincial Prison? Well, they were at some points, but no, they got rid of them because of all the bad stuff that would happen. They would hurt people with them and shit. But way back they did, but they got rid of them. Not ever that I was ever in them. No, they always had like a pull-up bar and like a dip bar. That's all we ever had there. I heard though on sentence side, but I've never been to sentence side, so I don't know. Because if you have any violence or any misconducts, you can't go to sentence side, right? So basically, I heard, I don't know for 100%, but I heard they had stuff like that over there in sentence side. But I'm not 100 because I've never been there, right? I'm just going off what people are telling me on the pod that have been there. I was just about to mention that to Amber. Looks pretty badass today. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm growing it out. Look at this. And you know what? That really makes me feel good because I had another channel come and review my channel and say that he said that he couldn't even review my channel because he couldn't stop laughing, busting a gut so hard about my freaking hair. And he put a picture of Jim Carrey there with the two little braids like this and made me look like an idiot, made me look like that. And the whole funny thing is, this guy that said this about me is not even better looking than me. So I don't get it. Like, where do you get off on that, homie? But anyway, I don't understand about how other guys are judging other guys on their looks, and he doesn't even look at my content. So how do you judge someone's channel off of their what they look like and not their content? Because, you know, I was doing the crazy rapper look with like 4 different braids. Well, I guess I was sitting like this and you could only see the 2. You didn't see the 2 in the back. Anyway, don't even worry about it, Eddie. I know at Lindsay's Central East there's no weights. No weights. I was just about to... Thank you guys, though. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. I'm trying different looks, you know. And I did the lineup. If you look really close, it's like 3 different lengths. It's got like the shaved head side and then like really, really bald around the front here. You know. Yeah, or like using books. Yeah, that's okay. A lot of times what we do, guys, is the water bags. You feel me? Okay. I've only ever seen weight bags made from used single-serve milk bags filled with water and held together in a tied-up sheet in the provincial system. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Guys will save up their little milk bags and tie them up and get like lots of them, right? But also cleaners like servers and shit will get extra clear bags out of the garbage bags, the big garbage bin. So we'll have a big clear bag, and then they'll fill that up with water, and then they'll take a sheet and they'll roll it in the sheet and tie it, and then they'll keep rolling it in sheets and tie it till they get a good handle, and then sometimes even put it in a orange t-shirt and tie it up with a better handle. Like, I've seen some really nice water bags made for weights, but the guards always be dickheads and come over and pop them with their shit, right? So a lot of guards will just let it fly on certain pods, but then you got certain guards that are like 100%, that's their daily mission, to go around and pop fucking water bags, you know. Playing soccer with the gloves and torn up tees too. Yep. Playing soccer with the toilet paper rolls, and you put like the sock over the toilet paper roll, and then you put like a few different socks over it and shit like that. Yeah, I know, that's the football, you know. And then it has like a little tail on the football. It's like, that's pretty cool. We used to do that at yard. The soccer thing that used to, I said before, that tear the bottom off the bottom of your foot, dude. Oh god, that's bad when you like try to stop quick on the pavement because the shoes are so thin. It's really, really hard on your feet, man. But yeah, that soccer crap was fun. People use the cable off the TV and connect to the leads together the light to smoke. Oh yeah, for sure. When they don't have a lighter, that's what they've done many times. They'll go up behind the TV. Amber's trying to explain is when they have up behind the TV where the plug is, if they don't have a lighter, they'll stick shit in there to get a spark to light the wick or to light whatever they're trying to light to smoke. And that's when people are really, really desperate for a light and really, really can't get a light. Because sometimes that shit will blow your TV sometimes. Most of the time when you do that, it blows your TV, and then the freaking guards, it'll blow like the breaker. And then the guards won't fucking turn it back on because they'll know what you're doing and they'll get pissed off, and they'll fucking take a long time sometimes to turn it back on. But when the guys want to smoke real bad, they don't really give a shit about the TV, right? They just want to smoke their shit. But yo, that's what I mean. In the Don jail, it ain't like that, bro. In the Don jail, the fucking wick just hangs there in the shower at the back of the range 24/7 for anybody to just go up and grab the wick and light whatever they want to light, you know? So that's what I was explaining about the Don jail. It was like kind of like almost like a job I was getting paid to do at one point. When my boy had so much weed at one point, my boy with the gold teeth, I didn't say his name before on here, he freaking used to get me because I was really good at doing the battery thing. At one point, we had a lighter and he just didn't want to waste it. He wanted to save it. I'm surprised that you're able to get to an outlet. Oh, well, it's not the outlet. It's like something at the back of the TV. They do something at the back of the TV and they blow it. You know what I mean? The outlet's covered up. You can't get into the outlet. But somehow they do something at the back of the TV with the cord and shit like that, where they do something at the cord and they get a spark somehow. I don't know, because I've never actually done it, because I can actually do a lot better with the batteries where you don't have to do that, where I'm going to actually make a video on soon. Okay, what you do is, I've explained this on the channel before, but in the Don jail, I learned this. Okay, what happens is you take the two batteries and you put it upside down, right? And you friggin' take, what is it called? A staple, right? Two staples, and you break them. And then you friggin' get a little piece of rubber like this, and you put the batteries on a piece of metal table, like the metal table or whatever, or the metal sink. And then you push it together sort of like a toaster, the two pieces of staple, right? And it heats up real red, and then you can puff off of that and light your cigarette or your joint or whatever, or your wick, right? And that's what I always used to do in the Don, because they didn't want to, they had the lighter, but they don't want to waste the lighter, because it's like, God knows when you're going to get another one, right? They're like $300. So what happens is, it's like the negative and positive current on the metal table or something, with the two staples put together like that, where my fingernails would be. Those are the staples. It heats up red like this, and the batteries are like here where my thumbs are, right? And so you push the staples together like that, and they're touching on the metal. The batteries are touching the metal sink and whatever, and you kind of put it together like this, but it'll burn your fingers. So you got to get little rubber pieces off like the slippers and put it on top of the, or little apple stickers off your apples and stick them on the batteries, and then get the little rubber and go on to. That's what I used to do, right? And then sure enough, you get it. That's how you get it. And that's what I used to do. So dudes used to literally pay me blip bops to fucking do that shit in the morning time, get the thing going. I'd roll up the wick, make it like real long as hell, like for like a 3-hour one, put that up in the shower, in the vent in there. And then like 2 hours later, I pull it down a little bit, and then I'd have like 3 or 4 made for the whole day. And then I would just go switch them up. Or sometimes I'd be really lazy and I just freaking do the freaking wick like so long for the whole entire day. I would just roll it so freaking long, and I just shove it all the way up in the vent and just keep pulling it out. Because sometimes I didn't want to have to be bothered while I was gambling. Because dudes will come up, yo, the wick's almost done, bro. Fucking yo. And meanwhile, I'm gambling heavy or something. I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm the one getting paid to do it. Batteries are the most common this way. Yep. Best way. Yep. Everybody agrees that that's the best way. Yeah. But I know what Amber was saying, though. Guys do blow the fucking TVs to get that shit in certain places where they don't have lighters for a long time and they really, really want it. I've heard of that shit, and I've seen a guy do it on my range before. He fucking blew the TV, and it took forever for the guards to get it back on. I think it was just the breaker. I don't know if it blew the actual TV. I wasn't really one to watch TV. You feel me? I was always gambling and shit. I rarely ever watched TV while I was in there, to tell you the truth. And I could see the TV from my cell, you know. I even had a remote in the Don jail. I was in cell 16 and freaking I had the remote right there, right straight in front of my TV. In the Don, there's 4 TVs instead of just the one, like in the pods. But yeah, like I think when I was in cell 9, you can see it, but it's so far away, like from the top, far corner. And then a few other cells I've been in on the top, you can see it. I've been in lucky to be in a few different cells that I could see it, but the thing is, you have to stand at your little window there, and you can't really hear that well. And really, nothing's that good enough on TV to make me want to like sit there at late at night and sit there and watch TV like that at a little window. You know, I'd rather be sitting there working on a song or like drawing. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I play cards all the time. Never watch TV. Yeah. Who controls the TV? Usually the server, the cleaner controls the TV, or whoever the cleaner tells to, or the cleaner, whatever gang the cleaner's in, them dudes will control the TV. You feel me? Whoever usually there's two servers on a pod, right? I'll tell you in the super jails, it's always two servers on the pod, and those guys will usually have the TV on what channel they want. They don't usually want people touching it unless you're homies with them. You feel me? If you're homies with them, then you can probably grab the thing. They don't care. They just don't like new guys coming in thinking they're just gonna grab the remote and put whatever they want on, and then they gotta give them a defos, and then they gotta fucking explain the rules and shit. It's like, dude, as soon as they come in, the rules are right there. Fucking go read the rules, you know. As soon as you walk into a range in Ontario, in Toronto, wherever, they have like 10 rules or whatever. As soon as you walk in, not rules from the jail, not rules from the guards, like the actual inmate rules. You come in and you'll see the rules right there, fucking plain and simple. Do not fucking use the phone or nothing, touch nothing until you shower. You feel me? Like from the streets when you first come in and that, you know? It's common sense shit. Like wash your hands after you piss and shit. You feel me? Just like normal shit. Do they allow any instruments like guitars? Guitar, doubt it. Not that I've ever seen, nah, but there's some of these super jails have so much stuff inside these jails that we don't see. They have so much stuff in there that they have. I've heard they have a gym in some of these super jails. I've never fucking seen it. Never seen one. So I don't even know what they have in some of these places, but some of these places have shit and they don't even allow the inmates to use the stuff. Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's for the female side. I don't know. Or maybe it's for the fucking staff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a little weird because sometimes you'll be walking to like medical or walking somewhere to like video court and you'll walk by an area and you'll be like, library or whatever. You're like, what the fuck? I've never even seen this shit before. Like, how there's a library here, but meanwhile they give you a hard time to get a book. It's just like so fucked, you know? It's just blow your mind the shit that you'll find out when you're in there. It's just like they feed you shit that says do not consume for human consumption. The toothpaste they give people, new people that come in, it literally says poison on the ingredients. Do not swallow. Like, it's just ridiculous. They buy like the bottom of the barrel shit in bulk, like food. Sounds like the intention was inmates. Then they pissed the budget or folked y'all somehow. Yeah, I hear ya. Another flex to score a light is to get one of the native to go out and smudge back a wick from when they go outside to smudge. Oh, that's a good one, bro. Yeah, the natives go out and smudge, but that would be pretty hard to smuggle one of them back. But yeah, that's a good idea though, Nick. Damn good idea there. Never actually thought of that to try to smuggle one of those back before. But yeah, they do. They go out and smoke the peace pipe. Shisha or smudge they call it. They light the sage and something else during their prayer, so have access to a lighter from the institution. They just have to be slick with their moves. Yep. Do they allow any? Okay, sorry. Sounds like I heard someone on Reddit say that the South Windsor Provincial Prison in Windsor, Ontario has a gym. Okay. Good looking out, Brown. Yes, toothpaste. All toothpaste is poison. Oh, okay. I only use toothpaste without fluoride. You should research that on BitChute. Fluoride is so fucking bad for you. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Yo, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm on BitChute now, guys. Go subscribe to my channel on BitChute. It's called Canadian Jail War Stories. All right. We're called Canadian Jail War Stories. We're on BitChute. We got no subscribers, and I think we got 2 videos that you've probably already seen before because the videos were from this channel. But just go subscribe anyways because it's a new platform and I want to start taking advantage of that platform by uploading all my videos from here onto there. Okay? And also doing other little things just for that platform that I wouldn't do on here. That has nothing to do with jail. Shit like that, I'll also put on that channel. Okay? Like little vlogs or shit. Like if I'm going to the store or something and I see like a crackhead smoking a pipe or some shit and I want to vlog that, you feel me? No, I'm just joking. But no, for real, like just everyday life, you know? Yeah, just like, you know, random stuff that I wouldn't normally just put on here. Stuff that I would normally just throw up on like Instagram or some shit. Because I don't want to mess my Instagram feed up because my Instagram is really nice. I like my Instagram. Everybody likes it the way it is with all the nice pics, so I don't want to go start putting all these weird shits on there and mess it all up. They literally add fluoride to the water towers all over the world. One thing I noticed walking in Newmarket a few months ago was that they got 5G shit wrapped around the tower. Oh, that's probably so bad, like the energy around the tower. Damn. You're smart. That's a lot of knowledge right there. Damn, I didn't know any of that. Thank you for the info. Okay. So yeah, that's some. Wow. I just learned a lot in the last freaking 36 minutes. I know you're passionate about water. And you know what? Water, you should be passionate about water because water is the number one thing to keep human beings alive. We need water to survive, you people. You know what I'm saying? So it is a really passionate thing to speak on. Kind of ironic, my last name, Waters. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Be passionate about water. That's a good thing to be passionate about. You feel me? Yes, I am number one. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, you're number one. You're number one for sure. Oh god. I love all my subscribers though. You guys are all number one to me. Just some of you are like beyond fucking go above and beyond. Like so nice to me. Even like after I'm not even on camera and shit like that. You guys are still reaching out. And you guys all know who you are. The ones that I talk to on a regular basis on Instagram and Facebook and shit like that. You guys are there like almost every single day. Yo, what up? What up? What up? Like saying hi and shit like that. Jessica, you're one of them. You know, Amber, you're one of them. Lots of you. You know, who else? Yeah, Michelle. You know, Nick. Nick used to, and then but Nick's back again. You know, so that's really cool. I'm glad Nick's back and shit like that. And Brown, I don't know if Brown goes by a different name or not, but yeah, there's lots of you on there. Mr. Marshmallow Man, Bruce. I can't think of all of you off the top of my head, but there's a lot of you. I know that. Damn lot of you. And the Broken Misfits, I get a lot of support from the Broken Misfits. I'm a Broken Misfit all day long. I get a lot of support from the LTF chat group here on my channel. I love all of you, man. LTF all day, every day. And I shout out to big up Cuzzo and shit like that, over on there. He's good people, man. He's been helping me a lot, even behind the scenes with advice and shit like that to try to make my channel better. He wants nothing but success for Canadian Jail War Stories. He wants us to grow. He was literally saying on the last video that we did, I want this video to get you 500 subs. I want this video to get you 500 subs. And my stupid ass went and lost the video. And we're going to redo it this weekend, hopefully. That's what we talked about. But, things happen and people get busy. But we're shooting for hopefully this weekend. And it might be in my computer somewhere. I don't know. But on Zoom, I was filming it. It had a little red dot at the top of the screen. I thought it was recording. You feel me? But I have no clue what the fuck happened. I felt like a real idiot. I stayed up all night long from like the time we finished filming at like 11 till like literally like 8, 9 o'clock the next morning. I was still looking for it through my PC. Like, you know, your PC has so many files and so many shit in it. I was literally trying to look through each file to try to find it. I freaking couldn't find it. Would you interview the new Matt Clark in your channel? Yeah, I did, Jessica. That's why it didn't end up coming out. But we're gonna redo it. I said like this was days ago when that happened. Jessica, not the new one, not the one that we tried to redo. This is the one from like Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah, I know. It was a 40-minute video. It was such a good video too, because the whole time Cuzzo was going on about like I'm his brother. You guys need to subscribe to him. This, that, and the third, giving me advice for the channel. Like it was. We didn't tell much stories. We were more just talking about like our channels and stuff like that. It was cool. It was a really good video. Damn, I was like so depressed about losing it, man. You don't know. Because remember that day I actually shot a video about depression earlier that day. Think about how I felt after I lost that video. Oh my God, I was like, oh my God, everyone's gonna fucking hate me, man. And I thought Cuzzo wasn't ever gonna talk to me again. I was really worried about that. Because, you know, someone might get pissed off and just be like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? And like, I was worried about that because some people might be like that. But when I explained everything to Cuzzo was like the best fucking reaction you could ever get out of somebody. Like, honestly, he was such fucking nice about it. He was just like, don't worry about it, homie. We'll redo it this weekend. And then he said some more even shit that made me even more feel good and shit like that. Some more shit that's more like private behind the scenes shit that I did tell a couple of you. And it's like, damn, dog, like this is so fucking good to me. You don't understand. Like nobody's gonna do shit like that for another person. But Broken Misfits, we're all sticking together. We're fucking a family, you feel me? Fucking technology sucks sometimes. Yeah, man. Especially when you're not good at it. Especially when you're like Cuzzo and I, like, well, he's a lot better at it than I am, but I mean, I know fuck all about all this computer shit. I taught myself all this stuff, right? And I don't have anyone to help me with it except for a few of you from just what you can tell me over the, you know, typing and shit like that or whatever. Or a voice call or something, but it's hard if the person's not actually right there to like teach you because it's just computers got so much fucking shit. It's just so much, you know? When you're trying to find something in your own computer and you can't find it, that's an issue. You know? My hands are fucking ice cold. If you see me keep going like that, that's why. So my hands are like icicles. Because friggin' I gotta keep the air on in here because it friggin' gets way too hot. And I don't want it to be like outside and be fucking buckets of sweat. So I get so damn cold in here to the point where I gotta put a hoodie on and shit. And then my freaking fingers are like ice cold. But yeah. So that's what you guys see over here. Is basically everything, all my work stuff, you know? Like, we even had a couple pillows done up for the channel. Like and sea jaws, you know? Like. And then this one, sea jaws. I want to get stuff like this done up that says subscribe, but like a red one, like a YouTube play button red kind of red play button. That'd be cool. You guys can still hear me, right? Is everything still okay on the stream? It looks like everybody's leaving. What are you guys doing, man? What's up? I want to. Oh, okay. She said cool. Aw. Volume is oh so nice. So upset with Wsib. Sure, they screwed me over bad over a decade, but my dog got osteos. I don't know what that says. A bone cancer. I had years of doggy insurance paid, which was lost because of Wsib. Oh shit, damn homie. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that, Andrew. Did you see wheelchair users or blind people in prison? Yeah, I seen a guy in a wheelchair that was shot. I seen a homie in a wheelchair that was shot before. He wasn't on our range though or anything like that. He was in the medical range, but one time when I had to go to medical, I actually seen him in there when we were all going to medical. You know, they take a bunch of people and they go to medical. And I seen someone in a wheelchair before like that too. Yeah. But he wasn't on the regular part of the range. But then other times I've seen just walk into like, yeah, when you walk to like different places like chapel or different little things in the programs or whatever, I've seen a dude that was shot in a wheelchair. Yeah. And I don't know if I've seen another one. In the back of my mind, for some reason, I want to say there was another guy in a wheelchair, but I just don't remember. And then for a blind guy, I've never seen a blind guy, like totally blind guy on the range. No. Right? And I don't think they'd allow that stick thing. Because an inmate might take his walking, that thing they use, the blind people use to walk, the stick, and an asshole inmate might take that and use it as a weapon. So do the blind or wheelchair users stay in the medical wing of the prison? Yeah, I'm assuming so, yeah. Obviously, yeah. The beating stick. Yeah, for real, that's what they use it for. The Defos stick it would become. It would literally become like the Defos stick or some shit. But yeah, I can imagine so in the medical ranges and stuff like that. They don't really come out of their cells that much. It's more of like a segregation unit, you know. And I think there's like a CO that stay right on the unit. Because one time when me and Bones were in the hole, we actually had to go to the medical overflow because the hole was full and they stuck us in the medical unit hole segregation because it's a lockdown unit and stuck us in there until we got adjudicated. And then we went back to the range. I explained it on the channel on the video about Bones. Literally, they kept bringing Bones everywhere with me. It was weird. I've never had nothing like that happen to me before in any other jail. Like, they friggin' from B to the hole. Or no, sorry. I seen him up in the hole across from me when I first got there. When I had my rings on and he was in on suicide watch. Then after court, somehow we ended up going to B. Ended up being cellies. Shit happened. You watch it on the video. We go to the hole. We're still cellies, which is very weird. Then the whole time after that, we go back to the D range and we're cellies again. That was fucked up. That was weird. Like, for real, that was so freaking weird. It was like they almost, I don't know. I don't get it. Never had that happen before, but. And it was kind of weird too because when we got back down to like the little laundry area that they put you in when they're like trying to figure out what range you go to, I could have swore the one dude came and said me on D and him somewhere else, and then that dude left and went off and got off work that day, and another guy came and ended up saying this and this and that and switched it. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't tell you, man. But it was like it must have been good for him because I swear to God, man, he learned a lot from me being my cellie for like 6 or 8 months or some shit. And he literally probably used that all throughout the pen and shit because he went to jail for a long time. Literally, the guy would still call me and shit like that for like the longest time after that I got out from jail. He'd call me. I'd accept it for a few of the homies because I had a line for myself when I was in jail. So when I came out, the line was still active and I wasn't really going to pay for the line. So I was like, okay, I'll, accept for a few of the homies. So they'd call me a couple times and shit like that. A couple times a day, I mean. And I'd still know what was going on the range and shit like that, even at months and months after I got out. And then Bones went to the pen and shit. And he probably used all the knowledge I gave him for really to help him, because if he didn't know all that stuff, I bet you any money he would have been fucked. He would have been addicted to drugs. He would have been fucking doing all kinds of fucked up shit. You know, I saved him from getting addicted to crack probably. You know, these guys on the range were trying to give him crack. You feel me? And I flipped out. And I told him, yo, if you do crack, you're not in my celly. You're not my celly. I ain't having a crackhead as a celly. And because people look at you like what you have on your cell, right? And so I told him that, because meanwhile, I'm fucking the trapper and you're going to be the fucking smoker in my cell? Nah, I don't think so. So anyway, fucking I taught him all this shit, and when they tried to get him to smoke, I kind of took him aside and I told him all about what it is and shit like that, and what it is to be a crackhead, and like what people look at you like, and you know, the addiction that's going to come upon him. And fucking he's on his way to the pen and shit like that. You don't want to be becoming addicted to a drug just going into the pen. You know what I mean? Especially when he has a solid canteen every week. Like his mother used to put $60 canteen every week for him. I guess they had a well-off family or whatever. So that's why these guys wanted to give him the shit for free the first time, right? What, you don't think I could have easily done that? He's my fucking celly. You know what I mean? The fucking idiots are the ones that got the shit for me and my homies. The ones that are trying to smoke them up. You know what I mean? And it's like, fucking idiots, dude. Like, you don't do that shit to a kid that never had that shit before. You just go up and smoke him up because, you know, he has money, so you can get all his money and basically control him for the rest of his life. You wanted to extort that man bad. Yeah, exactly. They wanted to give him one puff, one toke, get him jonesing and that, so he'd always be fucking kissing their ass and wanting it, and fucking they'd be getting all of his bag of canteen every week and shit like that. I could see all the shit they're trying to do to him, right? And I'm just like, nah, that shit ain't happening to my celly, yo. You feel me? Nah. And but I'm like, yo, but it's up to you though. You want to be like that. If you want to be like these dudes and you want to act like them, you want to be a smoker like them, you'll look like them in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now. And honest to God, you can go do that in the cell with them or in someone else's cell. You're not doing that shit in front of me. And so he's like, no, I'd rather stay in the cell with you, bro. I'd rather stay in the cell with you, big bro, and shit. And I'm just like, all right, yeah, all right, cool. So he stayed in the cell with me and he didn't fucking do it. And thank God, you know what I mean? If he starts smoking in there, he would be own people money. Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, I know. They wanted to get him addicted because they knew he had a fucking $60 bag of canteen every week, steady every week, you know? And they knew he was a naive kid that was looking for friends and shit like that, that really didn't have no, you know, wanted to be cool, wanted to fit in, you know, stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, exactly. They prey on the weak, you know? And it's not like they even have any common sense, because it's like the way they should be looking at, like, oh, fuck, that's the dude celly who we got it from. Why would we be trying to fucking give it to his celly? Because they're that fucked up. They'll try to do anything they can to get money. You know what I mean? They don't realize, like, you guys fucking stupid. Even if he did do that stuff, I wouldn't even be allowing you to fucking give it to him. I'd be the one giving it to him. Like, for real. But like, I'm not like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather not have his $60 canteen every week and fucking keep him off of the shit. That you only give people the stuff who are already fucking on it for years and years. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the fucking person to give someone something for the first time. I'm not like that no more, man. And when I was in jail, I wasn't like that either. On the streets, I can't say I was the best guy. I think I've given people first stuff on the streets a few times, you know, but I was a really bad person back then. I used to always go there every year. It's a revolving door, Andrew. I understand. As they can't keep drugs out of jail. Sick joke. Do they transfer people in the Ontario provincial prison system to different provincial prisons in the Ontario provinces, or is it only on the Canadian federal prison system transfer happen? No, they transfer people. Like say, for example, like say you're in a riot in Penetang, for example. This is just for example, okay? If you're in a huge riot in Penetang, they might ship you out to a different jail, ship half the guys out here, ship half of them there. I've seen that happen. If you go to court in a different location, say I'm in the Don jail and I had to go to court at Thousand Finch Court, like this happened to me before, they would want to transfer me to Maplehurst because it's Thousand Finch Court is Maplehurst is for certain court is certain jails, right? So Maplehurst is the jail for 1000 Finch Court. So me, I didn't want to get transferred to Maplehurst. So I kept getting my lawyer to put me into video court. That way I wouldn't have to go to 1000 Finch Court in the paddy wagon and have a chance for them to be like, nah, he's not going back to the Don, transfer him to the Hearst, because that is possible. You know what I mean? Anytime I'd go to court, that would have been possible. So I was like, fuck that. Only time I'm going to go to court is the day of trial. Right? And then after trial, I'll have the city hall charges to attend to, so they'll have to bring me back to the Don anyway. So I played it off good, and I just did video court the whole time, because if I wanted to get transferred to the Hearst, I probably could have just gone to court and been transferred to the Hearst. Eddie, I think Brown meant transfer out of Ontario to another province. Oh, basically if someone gives you something free in the jails, you shouldn't take it, or they will extort you and take advantage of you, right? Right. Yeah, that's true. That is true, bro. Don't take no free shit. No, don't take nothing free, especially drugs. Okay? They're not your friend. Okay? Especially if they're trying to give you drugs. Nick, you think Brown was saying out of the province? I'm not sure about out of the province, guys, but I heard that Mighty Mouse weirdo dude that was a guard that killed that inmate got transferred out to jail in BC because they didn't want him in jail in Toronto because everybody would know who he is. I don't know if that counts. I'm not sure, man. But if there was a reason for them to be transferred there, I could see it. Like if they had I don't know. I don't even think they would do it for a warrant because that's really far. I don't think they come here for a warrant from BC. So I'm not sure, but that's a good question. I'll have to look into that, man. That's a damn good question, actually. So for the answer is, inside Ontario's, yes, you can get transferred to other jails in Ontario. To go to other jails, I couldn't see why they would want to do that. If there was a reason for it, probably. If there was no reason, I couldn't see why they would. Bet you it's provincial, no mixing. We have Ontario Highway Patrol, like you were saying. Yeah, OPP comes and gets you. OPP is the one that do all the driving for the jails, right? The paddy wagons and shit like that, they're all OPP. You know, Ontario Provincial Police, I believe it is. OPP. It's for all of Ontario, I believe. Ontario Provincial Police. I believe that's what it is. Those are like the big boys, the top of Ontario, like the OPP. They're like the highway. They do the highway patrol, all that shit. Traffic, everything. Paddy wagons. Yeah, Lost Rap song mixed me up as a kid. Yeah, LOL. Rap song mixed me up as a kid. OPP, you know me. Okay. Okay. And then the NWA, and then the FTP. FTP, Naughty by Nature. Or just I was reading what Jess said. Naughty by Nature, OPP. Other people's property. Yep. And then NWA had FTP. Fuck F the police. Fuck the police. You know? And I used to see guys back in the day when I was growing up and shit like that, teenager and shit. I began LTF, right? Loyalty to family and shit, LTF and shit, Looney Tunes, right? loyalty to fans, followers, family, and friends, right? Well, other guys were getting FTW, fuck the world, FTW. I remember a bunch of dudes that I knew were getting FTW, fuck the world. I never ended up getting that. And I made my own shit up. NWA. Yep, NWA. NWA was fuck the police. I used to love NWA and Snoop Dogg and all that, man. Back then, when Snoop Dogg first came out with that one scene. I know Snoop Dogg wasn't NWA. Dr. Dre was, but FTW was a big tattoo in the pen a while ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody was getting them. Like when I was growing up back in 2012. Oh, really? Because back when I was a child, bro, like fucking little kid growing up and shit, I'd see all my older like friends and older like uncles and my uncle's friends and shit, my older cousins' friends and shit getting FTW, fuck the world and all that with like a little skull and shit, you know? They just basically saying fuck the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, it was a big thing in Toronto. FTW with like I guess with white boys, it was a big thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was an older thing that I seen it from when I was growing up. I seen a bunch of dudes with that shit. I never ended up getting it though, because it was more of like an older, you know, it wasn't really my gen. It was like the gen before me, more or less. But yeah, because I looked up to them, and like all my friends were older, and my older cousin was like 8 years older, and my other older cousin was like 3 years older, and I would hang out with them and shit. And then my best boy was a couple years older, and I would hang out with the older girls, and so when I was like 15 and shit, I'd get in bars and shit with my homies. No joke. Had my own place. I'd get into bars and shit. It was like I was way grown before my time, bro. I should have been doing normal things, you know, but I didn't. I had a different life. You know, that's how I'm here now explaining all these stories every week because of the life that I did choose, and it wasn't a good one. So I'm trying to show these younger cats that, yo, it ain't all fun and games like it's cracked up to be. You know, there is a downside to all that shit. Yep. I hear you, Jessica. I know. Especially if you have older friends too, and you're in like a little crowd of your older friends, and they're all checking the IDs, and they check like 4 or 5 IDs, and they're all legit IDs. You know what I mean? And then eventually they're just like, okay, guys, come on, let's go. They're not going to sit there and check every single one of them, right? A few times that's happened where they just like check like 5 or 6 people's IDs, and we're in a big group, and then they're just like, okay, hurry, get the next group, like, you know? Or a couple times my older cuz kind of looked like me a lot, and he'd give me his old ID, his G1 or some shit like that, and then I'd have that on me just in case. Tupac, Biggie, NWA, Wu-Tang Clan, Snoop Dogg dominated the 90s rap game. For sure they did. And Jay-Z and DMX. Don't forget DMX, because DMX was the only one besides Tupac to have a multi-platinum in 1 year. DMX had the multi-platinum album It's Dark as Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood within 1 year. And on top of that, the only other person that did that was Tupac, but Tupac was dead when it happened. You feel me? So the only living person that ever happened to was DMX at the time when it happened with the double platinum. With the double platinum with Pac, he was already passed on by the time that happened. So DMX all day. Rest in peace. You know, shout out to DMX, rest in peace. One of the first movies I ever watched that I loved, that made me, well, not one of the first videos I ever watched, but one of the first movies I ever watched, me and my homies went nuts on, was the movie Belly. And we went nutsoid on that movie, and we basically tried to act that movie out, fucking scene for scene and shit like that. That movie made us go cuckoo and rob stores and shit like that. Like, literally. Like, we went fucking weird off of that movie. Me and my homies, like, literally thought we were, like, the people in that movie. We were fucked up little kids. All high and drunk and shit like that, thinking we are the actors in the movie. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, love him. Oh, for sure, R.I.P. Nipsey, man. R.I.P. Draco, the ruler, bro. I love Draco. I love Nipsey too, though. But Draco, I love Draco the Ruler, man. Draco is the shit. Stink team. Nipsey was good though. I love what was that? The Marathon. Nipsey was big. Nipsey got a lot big too after he passed. That's the thing I don't like. All these big rappers, nobody really knows about them or gives a fuck about them, and then they pass on and they're like, oh, he was the next this and that. He was the next biggest rapper. Well, why didn't you guys do that shit when he was alive for? Give him his roses when he's alive, bro. Don't fucking just give them their roses when they pass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys from your own city, it's bad like that, man. A lot of guys, there'll either be guys that love you because you're from their own city, or just guys that pure hate on you because they're not there. They want to be the guy from their own city. You know what I mean? They're jealous that they're not the one that's doing it. They don't realize they could just do it. Do it if they want to do it, and fucking, use that as a fucking thing. Like, damn, he's doing that shit. I want to do that shit. And get out on your shit. You feel me? Rolling 60, baby. Yeah. He was a rolling 60 crip. Yep. At his funeral, there was a lot of them there. A lot of the rolling 60s. I think all the rolling 60s there in LA there. We were at Nipsey's funeral. It's a big thing. A really big thing. And then that stupid weirdo dude somehow got in there and had footage from the rolling 60s there, the funeral there of Nipsey's. And that weird guy that goes on the internet and talks crazy about everybody. I forget what his name is, but he's a skinny little black dude. He's really, really, everyone hates him. He talks about C-Mac. He talks about all the rappers. He talks about like gangs, and he like hates on everybody. He talks bad about everybody and shit like that. I forget his name, but anyway, some big troll channel guy on the internet. But anyway, he's weird. Anybody know who that is? Oh, I just thought of it. Charleston White. That's what it is. He's freaking weird. Anyway, 50 Cent, G-Unit, The Game, Jadakiss, D-Block, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Eminem dominated the 2000s rap game. 100. 100. 100. And after that, I don't think we've had much of a rap game after that. No, I'm just joking. No, but you really got to dig down into the independent artists if you want to hear anything good nowadays. Nowadays it's like you got to really dig deep into the underground artists, independent artists, to hear the good shit. Because nowadays it's like all most of the good stuff is coming from gangs nowadays, which is from drill rap and or an independent artists. What up, Bronco? 6 Bronco in the house. What up, 6 Bronco? It was Drake, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Lil Wayne for sure. I take a lot from Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne I fuck with 1000, bro. Lil Wayne and 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop, DMX, Jay-Z, The Game. I fuck with 1000, bro. But Lil Wayne mostly, bro. Lil Wayne and 50 Cent are probably my 2 favorite rappers. Like in that era, you feel me? Like from the 2000 to 2010s. But Lil Wayne is like one of my favorite rappers from the time he was like little. From the time I was little, from the time I was like 12, 13 years old, from the time he was like 12, 13 years old. Cash Money records back in the day, like Juvenile, like Bling Bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Like I used to listen to that shit. You know what I mean? And Master P, use a 504 boy. What? Use a 504 boy. Who? Where you at, Wode? I'm over here, Wode. Shit like that. Fucking people don't even know about that shit. No Limit Soldiers and all that. Cash Money records, and now they have Cash Money West or East or something. They have another Cash Money records now by this fucking owner of it is a clout chasing motherfucker. I forget his name. He makes the Bloods look bad. Anyway. He says it's all business. It's all business. Yeah, okay, whatever. Fuck, you can still have morals, but anyway. Yeah, so somebody owns, they have another Cash Money now. John Cena was rapping in 2005 and released his album at that time. Okay. You know, there's a guy, an independent artist named, we thought of it the other day, and he's really good. Just said it the other day. Hangover Gang. Or some shit that he has. He has a lot of really good songs, political songs and shit. What was his name again? Fuck, I listened to his song by fuck. See, I'm bad with names, bro. I'm really bad with names. He's touring next year. Yo, I hope to be touring next year, for real. Me and Cuzzo are gonna be touring, bruh. Nah, for real though. You guys are gonna see this shit going. We're gonna be going hard this summer. Trust me. You guys are gonna see me put a ghetto ass music video out soon. Jack Daniels, what are you saying, bro? Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Yo, JD, what's good? Yeah, that's going to be your nickname. Your nickname's going to be JD. So, yo, team, listen, chat, LTF. What we got to do is, because the music video is going to be this coming up soon, right? I wanted to do it July 31st, but I'm not going to be able to because too much shit's coming too fast. It's going to be the first week of August, though, for sure. So, because I might need an extra couple days, but so I'm not going to say the exact day. But from the 31st to like August 7th or something, between that time, I'm going to have a ghetto ass video come out, or at least get the footage for it. And it's going to be out sometime in August. So I don't know how long it takes once you get the footage, how long it takes to get all the shit done, to get the music and shit on it and all that. Because when you film a music video, I don't think you don't sing while you're doing the music video. You just kind of act out the skit and shit like that. And then I guess they watch it and blare the music while they do it. There's a little more research I got to do, but I believe they just blare the song while you act it out, the skit. But so we're going to have to like press stop on the skit and stop on there at the same time. And I'm not going to have real producers or real cameramen or nothing like that. So it's going to be really, really hard. So you guys got to understand it's not going to be the most professional video, but I'm going to try to do my best. Okay? It's going to be the first video. It's going to be the first visuals, for one of my songs. And I hope everybody does end up liking it, because there's going to be a lot of work put into it. And it's been a lot in the making and shit like that. So I just hope everybody ends up liking it and shit like that. And it's going to be SoundCloud, okay? You guys keep forgetting to go to my SoundCloud, man. You guys got to hit my SoundCloud up. It's in the descriptions. Especially if you're on my Facebook, you can see all my descriptions, or all my links, sorry. On my Facebook has like 20 different links of mine that you can go to. Like Twitter, friggin' Twitch. I don't have many followers on those places. In SoundCloud. TikTok, we got over 100. Instagram, over 100. Facebook, I don't know. I think we got like almost 5,000 friends and like 100 followers. Not sure. And I have an Instagram, Facebook, Canadian Jail War Stories, or CJAWS fan group, right? That is like hooked up to my meta business, because I have a meta business here. Did you see any animals outside the yard in prison? I seen like ducks and shit like that. Fuck rabbits, just normal shit like that. birds, you know, stuff like that. But that's like, that wasn't, that was actually in a place where it had like a yard though that didn't have the square enclosed. It was like where I was walking down this place and there was a fence here and you could see through here, right? That's where I seen the animals. It wasn't actually in the actual yard. It was more like going out somewhere else. I forget. For some reason, I was walking somewhere and I seen a fence. Maybe it was out a window, one of the windows. I remember it just being the one fence line. I think it was actually from the bedrooms, actually, to tell you the truth, where that fence I'm picturing was. Because I'm just picturing this one fence right here like this. And then I can see these little animals. And it's like, that's not the yard. Because the yard is fucking brick and it's enclosed and there's no fence. And it's just a door. And then up top is like a mesh. So it wasn't the yard. But yeah. In jail, I did see on the outside of the prison fence, like the surrounding perimeter fence, I seen like birds and, you know, normal shit, rabbits and squirrels and shit. Especially in the wintertime, because you can see their little prints, their little footprints. You notice everything when you're in there because you're so freaking bored. Every little detail you end up noticing. If any little things changed, you'll know about it. You know what I mean? Like, I literally used to know what time these two officers used to walk by my window on the outside of the fence every day. Like, on the outskirts of or I guess they walked the perimeter or some shit. I literally used to know they used to come by every day at a certain time. I heard in jail only one person is allowed in the shower at once. Yeah, that's true. That's true. In the Don jail, there was only the one shower. So, yeah, you can only have one in there at a time. In the super jails that I tell you about, like the pods, like Lindsay, Penetang, and Maplehurst, there's 2 showers. So you can actually have 2 showers at once, but one man in each shower, obviously, but they're not connected. There's like one on this side of the staircase and then one underneath the staircase. Okay. So some pods, depending on what range you're on, will allow only one to be in use and they use one for something else. But if they don't use one for something else, then they might allow both to be in use. But some guys take over to the point where they'll be like, you can't use this one shower. Everybody has to use this shower. We're using this fucking shower to make brew or whatever. We're going to use this shower for whatever they decide to use it for. Do you know what I mean? I've only seen that a few times though. And then a lot of times there's supposed to be like this Velcro thing or a sheet tied with a shoe blocking the little area because there's 2 cells in between the showers. I think it's cell 4 and 5. Yeah, cell 4 and 5. There's cell 1, 2, 3, and then the staircase and a shower. Cell 4, 5, and then a shower, and then 6, 7, 8. Okay, right, and then be back behind the block. Okay, well the shower things are supposed to have like a little curtain come across a bed sheet with a shoe or something to block the little change area where you get dressed and shit like that. But 90% of the time, that shit's ripped down from a search and don't end up putting it back up. Or the one that was supposed to be there originally got ripped down and they just don't put it back. The fucked up thing is, a lot of female COs come in during the searches and search along with the male COs. And it's embarrassing for the men because it's like, you know, how the fuck do they have these females standing there and all these men are sitting there buck fucking naked? You know what I mean? That's not nice. It's not a nice feeling to be sitting there fucking handcuffed, balls hanging out. You know what I mean? Can you walk around with your shirt off in jail? I need everyone to hit the like button, Jessica said. Thanks, Jessica. I heard in jail only one person. Oh, can you walk around with your shirt off in jail? Okay, I don't think you're allowed to. You're not supposed to, but guys do it when they're working out. Guys do it a lot. You know what I mean? It's just you're gonna have an asshole guard that'll tell you to put it back on. That's about it. You won't really get in too much trouble for it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be like, "Oh, you're going to the hole. You don't have a shirt on." Now you get a real dickhead and you guys constantly keep having this argument where he keeps telling you to put your shirt on every single day, and every time he comes on shift, you got it off, and he keeps telling you to put it on, then you might have an issue with this fucking asshole guard because of you guys having this argument back and forth. He might try to pull a power trip and fucking bring you to the hole for it. But on a regular day-to-day, I don't think anyone's really going to care. Ontario has really hot and humid summers. No breeze. That's true. And you know what? A lot of times they don't even give you shorts here. The orange shorts, and they don't want you wearing your blue boxer shorts. A lot of guys will wear the blue. We got blue boxers, right? So a lot of guys will wear like 2 pairs of boxers as their boxers, and then like another size or 2 up as their short shorts, right? And have like 2 more or 3 more pairs. So they have like 5 layers of shorts just to try to have shorts on, right? Well, they'll say, no, you can't be having your boxers, your blues hanging out. Don't be having your blues hanging out. Blah, 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 blah. Get your oranges on, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be like, you have to wear your orange jumper, and it's not fucking hot. And the thing is, they don't give you the shorts. They have orange shorts in the jail, but they won't give them to you. Get it? This is how fucking mental these guards are, man. In the men's jail. I don't know if the women get treated this way, but I'm telling you, this is how the men get treated. They'll literally have the fucking shorts there, and they won't fucking hand them out. They won't give them to you. They might hand out fucking 5 pairs, and then like 3 years, 4 years goes by, they might hand out another 4 or 5 pairs. So that way the people got to fight over them. They get a kick out of it. Now they get a bet on who's going to get the pair of shorts. Who's going to fucking, obviously the 2 servers will get the shorts, and then other guys that are heavies on the range are going to want the shorts. Like, it's just like, holy fuck. I swear they do it on purpose so they can gamble and shit like that. Some male guards rape female inmates. Oh my God. I lived in Ontario for 6 years. Have you ever seen a morbidly obese or a midget in prison? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's morbidly obese? I'm not sure what that word is, but morbidly obese, like to the point where like you got to knock down a wall to get them out the house? No, because obviously, how would they get them in there? But I've seen some pretty big dudes though. I've seen some real big guys, 300-400 pounds, easy. You know, like look at me. I was 280 and fucking no one could even tell. Like when I first started the channel. I also heard female inmates don't get hygiene products. Yeah, it's ignorant, homie. It's ignorant to the point where they'll hand out like 30 rolls of toilet paper, and like, okay, if some guys want to be assholes and not hand out a roll to each cell, then what are you going to do? They're going to take 4 rolls for this dude. This dude's going to take 5 rolls. You know, you get some good servers that are like 1 per cell. You know what I mean? So if you don't have like 3 or 4 rolls in your cell stacked up, you're fucked. You know, you got to wait until the range opens up to go take a shit on the range. That why you to buy everything on commissary. Yeah, that's right, Jessica. That's what I mean. But for people that don't have money and shit like that, if you don't have money and you don't have your own money to buy stuff, hygiene products, this, that, and the third, you're going to be fucking shaking it rough in there. For real. That's what it is. They make you shaking it rough in there if you don't have money to support yourself. Even if you have the money, you're still shaking it rough in there. It's not gonna help the way you, maybe a little bit the way you feel, but I mean, because you'll be like thinking in your head, well, at least I feel better. I can clean myself, and like you see, oh shit, this person doesn't have nothing. In your mind, you're gonna be like, okay, well, at least I'm doing better than that person, but you know, I'm going through hell right now. It's not like a fun place. It's just you can get stuff off Canteen to make it not so treacherous and torturous, but it's still not going to be making you live easy or anything like that. You know, especially in the jails. Because the jails, it never ends. Like there's no, I don't know how to explain it, but there's no free time. Like when you're going to the pen, you're like, okay, good. Finally, I'm going to get out of jail and go to the pen because I'm going to go do my time there, get my own stuff, whatever. At least have a freaking something to do every day, or, you know, if they want to work, sometimes they can. Different little things they have there. Just wearing your own clothes. Just, you know, little things. Radio or a TV in your cell, or game console, or Just little shit like that can help someone's bid go by way more better than it actually would when you're just constantly with nothing. You feel me? Like, there's only so much shit people can do before they start getting violent. And guys just get so fucking bored on purpose because they're so bored. They just want some form of entertainment, you know? And when you got 20 guys that are all thinking this way, that they want entertainment, they're so bored, they need to fucking have some sort of entertainment. So then they all start conjugating up, and then all of a sudden we got Friday night fight nights. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the jails, you're stuck in a pod all day long. That's right. And you don't fucking come out, period. It's like constantly, all day, every day. You are not fucking leaving that little pod back into your cell, back to the pod. Like, you don't go anywhere. Maybe the odd time to the yard, and the yard's concrete fucking in. It's just an extension of the fucking pod, you know? A little bit of fresh air because the top is got holes, you know? And that's where I did all my time. Like, I didn't do the 12 years straight, right? I've done all my time in them kind of places. And it's not fun. And I was kind of stupid, I guess, because a lot of lawyers probably would have told their client, plead guilty and go to pen as fast as they can and get fast-tracked their very first charge. You can probably get out the first time going to the pen, right? Before I had a lot of violence on my record. Like the first few times. I probably could have got fast-tracked and been out in like 6 months or something if I got parole. But no, I sat there for 20 months and get time served, 2 for 1, which was 40 months. Right? So if you think about it, 40 months, I don't even know how many years that is, but in the States, they were telling me that prison is anything over 1 year. So how they say in the States how prison is fucking, oh, did he go to prison or jail? Well, it doesn't make a difference because in the States, fucking, they only go to prison after 1 year. Guys in the fucking jails here stay in these jails for up to fucking God knows how long. 5 years I've seen guys stay in there. You know? So to me, it's like jail is jail. You know what I mean? That's what I know. Jail is jail. I guess the pen could be a little bit more freedom, which could be more dangerous. But if you're a violent type of person, it's not going to bother you. You know what I mean? Somebody like me would probably rather be in the fucking pen than be on a fucking range. You know what I mean? But I didn't know no better. All I knew is fucking I'm trying to get time served. Because back then it was 2 for 1 shit, right? And then after a routine of this, that became my style of doing time. You feel me? It would be like, okay, I got time served and now I'm back on the streets, and now next time I got picked up or whatever, now I'm thinking in my head, oh fuck, okay, how much time do they want? Oh, they want 2 years this time? Okay, I'm going to do a year and get time served. You see what I'm saying? Or if they want 18 months, I'm going to do 9 months and get time served. Like, that's what I would think in my head, right? We'd ask the Crown how much time they want. Just asking for a friend. Pen time is way better. I know. Trust me, I know. My cousins have all been there. My cousins all tell me all about it. I've talked to my cousins on the phone while they've been in there. I've had some of my cellies even go there, like Bones and shit, and fucking learned all my wisdom and shit like that, and had an easy time in the pen because everything I taught them. You know what I mean? So just because someone hasn't been in a pen, you can't look at them and be like, oh, well, he's never been in a pen, he doesn't know shit. You feel me? You learn all the shit in jail because you can't do fuck all in jail. You learn all your little tricks in there because you can't do nothing, like fishing and all that shit. You learn that shit in the jails. Once you're in the pen, you pretty much already know everything a convict will know.
Sorry. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying pens are soft or anything like that, but a lot of these lower class pens that are like whatever, for first time pens or like camps and shit, those places are soft. Level 1s and 2s probably are soft. The level 3s and 4s are more like the fucking Don jail, put it that way. A gun charge is 5 years with statutory release in 2/3. At 2/3. Yeah, see, there's always 2/3 and all these different things they would talk about. Like you could get out in the 16th if it was your first time and you didn't have a record. Like I heard all kinds of different numbers in the pen, like different paroles and this and that. but I've never had a chance really, right, to go there. Like I was never offered like, well, if I would have been found guilty at 1000 Finch Court in the Don that time, then I would have had to go there actually, because then I would have had like however many more years to do, and then they wouldn't have let me do that in the Don, so I would have gone there for sure. But I sat there for 14, 15 months, and then I ended up beating that trial. So thank God, because they wanted 7 years for a plea bargain. So I don't know how much they would have gave me if I got found guilty. Probably would have gave me like 20 years or some shit like that for criminal negligence, right? Which is not a fun charge. You do not ever want to be charged with that shit, because there's no maximum that they can give you. Like most charges have a maximum that they can give you, but criminal negligence doesn't have a maximum that they can give you. So you can fucking get fucked. They never give you just one charge. I was told 3 to 5. Yeah, they never give you one charge, especially when you freaking are stupid like me. Young people that watch this in the future, when you get charged, if you ever get charged, not saying you should, but if you ever do, don't do what I do and sit there and resist arrest and fight the police and get more charges about lying about your name and fucking everything else. Okay? Because they're going to find out who you are no matter what. Okay? They're going to bring you to the station and fingerprint you like I always made them do, because I would lie about my name so much to the point where they would literally have to find out who I am on their own, and literally fight them and shit to get them off of me and try to take off every single time. And I would never learn. So no matter what I'm getting charged with, I'd always end up with like assault police. What was the other thing? Oh, lying about my name, which is like something else they call it. Some obstructing peace officer, and one time when I tried to use someone else's name, even impersonation, they charged me with, just because you're trying to use someone else's name. Fuck the system, pigs, they're scumbags. They never just give you the one charge. I know, for real. Honestly, almost every time I got arrested also with assault police, because I always fight them. It's fucking fucked up. And that is stupid, because that's a lot more time to do. It's like I probably could have just got like probably 6 months one time that I ended up doing 20 months or some shit, but I ended up getting more time. Who knows? Over those years, I was pretty stupid every time I get arrested. Friggin', I was literally running in snow one time up to my knees. And literally, when you're trying to walk in snow up to your knees and you can just freaking barely get your leg out over the top of the snow to take your next step, because you can't just drag your legs through the thing. I was literally running in snow up to there one time, and they're chasing me, telling me, "Stop, Mickey, stop." Fuck. That was nuts. And they literally charged me with escape custody for that. I have a couple escape custodies on my record, guys, but it's not from me escaping the jail or escaping custody. They literally called that escape custody and charged me with that for just taking off and shit like that and running. And it was like a 10-minute foot pursuit, or longer, maybe like 20 minutes. And when they did catch up to me and caught me, I literally got charged for escape, and I didn't even escape. You believe that shit? Never commit a crime during the winter. Some Crown attorneys are dumb as fuck from doing 15 years. I just got out last May. Okay, Smitty. Okay. Smitty. You need to follow me on my Instagram. Okay? It's institutionalized convict 1000, or Canadian jail war stories 1000, or institutionalized convict 1000. You need to follow me on my DM if you just got out from doing 15 years after 21, or from doing 15 years. You got out last May. Okay, so you need to hit me up, bro, if you want an interview. You need to get your own channel going on, bro. Literally, bro. I want all the inmates that want to change their lives around and want to do good in life to start doing their own channels. When they come out, I want this genre to get so big eventually that every single inmate that comes out that wants a chance to turn his life around and get away from crime can just open up a YouTube channel and start getting a following. Yeah, you get a legal aid. What happens if you can't afford a lawyer for a criminal charge in Ontario, Canada? Do you get a public defender? Do you have to memorize a lawyer's phone number? Okay, Jack Daniels was right. Yes, you can apply for legal aid. You have to apply for legal aid because if you own too much or have too much money, they're not going to allow you to have legal aid. Okay? If you apply for legal aid and you're accepted for legal aid, which 90% of the time, if you're in custody and you can't afford a lawyer and you're not like rich, then you'll get accepted. Now, if you're outside and you're not in custody, it's still pretty easy to get accepted if you're not rich, if you're just like, you know, an average person. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can get legal aid, but the thing is, you do not want to use what you just said, a public defender. That's called a duty counsel here in Ontario. You do not ever want to use the duty counsel here in Ontario. Okay, you're better off representing yourself in that situation because the duty counsel here works every single day with the Crown, right? In that courtroom, whatever courtroom you're in, the Crown's there almost all the time, every day. That's where they work. And then the duty counsel is there representing criminals that come to that courthouse every single day, day in, day out. So they just think you're another face, another name, another number. They're just bored of their job. Don't give two fucks. They made a deal with the Crown last week. They made a deal this week. They make deals together. You don't know if you're just going to be another deal because he owes her a plate of dinner and she fucking gave him fucking a client last week to let off. So now this week he has to get this guy fucking sail down the river. You know what I mean? It's just public defenders are not good. They're called duty counsel here. I strongly suggest not to use them. There was only one ever good one I've ever seen in all my years of going to court. I've probably been to court over fucking God knows how many times, over 100. You know what I mean? Because some of my cases would last a year. I'd have to go to court 10 times on one fucking case. You know, I'm out on bail or some shit and it's fucking carrying on so fucking long. You're like, fuck, I've been out of shit for like fucking 5 months. And then you end up getting busted again because you're out of fucking shit so long. It's like now all of a sudden you're still on bail and it's like, fuck, I just stayed out of trouble for 5 months. And then now if I wasn't on bail, I wouldn't even be getting charged for this shit right now. Because the only reason I'm getting charged is because it's a breach of the bail. You feel me? Because I'm not allowed out and a cop comes out and talks to me and I'm out when I'm not supposed to be. You know what I mean? Stupid shit. My friend says 50K. If you're on legal aid, can you not use a duty counsel? If you're on legal aid, why would you want to use a duty counsel? You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to use a duty counsel if you had legal aid. If you have legal aid certificate goes to any lawyer of your choice. You pick whatever lawyer you want, and the legal aid certificate gets sent to that lawyer. And I think what they give them is up to, I think it's 5K, bro, not 50K. I think they give them up to 5K. And they don't do bail hearings. They will not allow you to use legal aid for a bail hearing or a legal aid lawyer for a bail hearing. You have to pay a lawyer cash for a bail hearing. So if you want a bail, you're going to have to pay the lawyer cash, $1,000 or more, $1,500 for a fucking 10-minute job. I'm not sure about this 50K, homie. I heard it was 5K. But then again, fucking lawyers are very expensive, right? Nah, there's legal aid lawyers and some that don't take on legal aid clients. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, there's legal aid lawyers. Some lawyers that aren't legal aid shit. Yeah, you can pay way more than 50K. You can be, yeah, man, 50K easy. You know what I mean? I've heard of lawyers just charging like 5K even just for a bail hearing. If the guy wants bail bad enough, 3,000 for a real top-notch lawyer, like guaranteed 100% bail, this and that on someone that can't get bail, on someone that's looking at like life and shit, like looking at a lot of years, like a criminal negligence charge or, you know, a manslaughter charge or what other things is there, like assault with a weapon, assault cause bodily harm, some shit like that, you know? There's lawyers out there that'll actually have a heart though and take on the legal aid case and actually fucking try to help you though. So there is good lawyers that accept legal aid. Some of them, after they work for many, many, many years, they say, "Oh, I'm just going to accept legal aid again," because they get nice. They just figure they're going to be nice. Other guys have to have a certain amount of legal aid time or something to own their own firm, I believe. Something like that, where they have to have a certain amount of legal aid time to do something, to upgrade their stuff. I can't remember what it is, but I know there's an incentive why they want to do it at the beginning when they're just starting to be a new lawyer. There's a reason why there's something good to go legal aid. It helps their career progress, like because they have to have a certain amount of hours of legal aid. I forget what it's for though. You know what I mean? But there's some incentive there for lawyers. But you really got to watch with some lawyers, man, because, you know, my lawyer never told me that it was not good to plead guilty to everything. And he would just tell me to plead guilty to everything and get time served and get out, because we'd have, like, say, however many months we have in, say 10 months, and it's times 2, and that's counting for 20 months, say, right? For an assault charge, for example, one of my first times. He would tell me to plead guilty to everything. There'd be like 4 or 5 charges. Okay, yeah, that's normal. I plead guilty to everything. So to me, I started thinking that was normal. So every time I go to court with the same freaking lawyer I'd use all the time for many years, I'd use this guy, freaking piece of crap, Steve Kovacs, freaking dumbass. My God, if you're watching this, you fucking dump trucked me fucking to make me get so many fucking years, you weirdo. Why would you get me to plead guilty to every single fucking charge? When you're a lawyer, you're supposed to say to the crown, like, okay, I'll get my client to plead guilty to these half of the set of charges and get rid of these half of them. Right? Or he'll plead guilty to these 5 things, drop those 2 things. You know what I mean? Not fucking, plead guilty to 14 things in a row and not even take off 1 or 2 charges. Like, literally, that's what this guy would get me to do. And I'd sit there and plead guilty to fucking 14 fucking convictions. And then they'd be like, oh, I'm doing this because then we can run them simultaneously and get you time served. What is it called? When it runs concurrent. When it runs concurrent at the same time. So all the sentences are running at once. Do you know what I mean? So say I got 18 months for each charge, for all 14 charges, but the 18 months run concurrent at once. So that means at the end of 18 months, I get out on all of them. If they run consecutively, I have to do 18 months, finish it, then 18 months, finish it. You see what I'm saying? Did you ever see a prosecutor or lawyer get beat up in court? Nah. That's what a public defense is. Yeah, concurrent. Would that be a paralegal? Would that be a paralegal? No, a paralegal is somebody that just doesn't fully have their full lawyer degree yet. A paralegal is basically somebody that's doing it for free out of their heart. I don't think they get paid yet. They're trying to be a lawyer type thing. They are got the skills of a lawyer. They know how to be a lawyer. I think they are trying to be a lawyer, and they're just not getting money for it yet. They're taking on cases paralegal. You feel me? That's something different. That's not legal aid. That's a paralegal is something totally different. A paralegal is somebody that's like, it's not a lawyer's assistant. It's like a self-employed lawyer that didn't go to school to be a lawyer who's trying to become a lawyer. You feel me? What's good, my man? I'm just at the Jazz Fest, but I had to jump on and say hi and drop a like. Aw, thanks, BK. I appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that, BK. Shout out to you, man. I hope you have fun at the Jazz Fest, big guy. I've paid a lawyer paralegal before. Okay. So I'm trying to explain what it is. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain what a paralegal is. It's like, it's not like a full-out lawyer, but it is a lawyer. It's hard to explain, you know? Now, can a paralegal defend you on a criminal case? I'm not sure. I know paralegals can defend you in like traffic court and other court matters, you know? I'm just not 100% if they can defend you in criminal court, can they, Bronco? Was it criminal court where you got represented? Eddie, have you ever wanted to visit Quebec? Actually, I've always wondered about what it's like in Montreal. I had a few family members that were living in Montreal at one point. A few great uncles. I guess a few of my mother's uncles. Nah, just petty shit. Okay. Quebec is cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind Quebec, but I don't know how to speak very good French, so I think I would have a serious problem with the language in Montreal and Quebec and that, Quebec City. And especially with me being from Canada and Toronto, they would expect me to speak more English, and I wouldn't know any of it. I failed French, and I would look like a total idiot. Did you do video with Cuzzo? We're going to be doing it. Yeah, we're going to be doing it. Long story, but we did do the video, and it's my bad. I messed it up. I ended up fucking up the video. Long story short, I looked for the video all night and I couldn't find it. I don't think it recorded. It had a little red dot at the top of the screen, so I thought it was recording, and it said that it was automatically recording to my PC. So I figured, okay, for sure it's going to be on the PC no matter what. And I've looked for it for fucking 10 hours through almost every single file by file on my PC, and couldn't find it. So I said this earlier in the live. I thought Cuzzo was going to be pissed, and I honestly thought he was going to say, fuck him, which a lot of people probably would. But Cuzzo's such a good guy. He said, don't worry about it. We'll just redo it this weekend some point. And and he said a bunch of other real nice shit to me and gave me a lot of good advice on the video. On the video, I remember him specifically saying, I want this video to get 500 subs. 500 of my subs better go and sub. I remember that. And he was just totally bigging me up in the video. It was an amazing video. I really, really wanted it to come out. I really, really wanted you guys to see it. Because basically the whole thing was basically Cuzzo just bigging me up and talking about our channels. We really didn't even talk about much didn't talk about much past stuff like we did in jail. We mostly just talked about like now, present, and stuff like that. About our channels. And he was explaining to me about how he got 1,000 subs in 1 week. And shit like that. He shot up from 1,500 to 2,500 in 1 week, and he's explaining to me how he did all that and shit like that. And yeah, man, it was a good video, 40-minute video, and yeah, it's my bad. I fucked up bad on that one, and I admit it. And I did a video about depression earlier that day. Fuck, think about that night. I was like fucking in the dumps, in the shitter, bro. I was like literally stayed up from fucking like 11 o'clock at night till 9 or 10 the next morning. And I was still looking for it the next morning when people were asking me, what up? And I was just like, oh my God, I still haven't even been to bed and I'm still looking for this freaking video. I can't find it. And so I ended up fucking giving up. It might still be in there somewhere. I don't know. It's just too much bullshit. I can't find it. Normally, Zoom always had it right there at the bottom, and it wasn't there. So I figured, okay, well, it said it was going to my PC. So I thought it has to be there. But I keep looking up the name of it and shit, and I couldn't find it that way. And I've tried to find it many different ways that I know how to, that I've done before in the past when I've lost videos, and that didn't work. So I was just like, fuck me. You doing shorts now? That should bring more attraction, bro. Yeah, that was one of the things that Cuzzo told me on the video, and that we shot the shit about afterwards and beforehand and shit. Yeah, you see how he's doing all those shorts on the video in the last couple of weeks? That's bringing a lot of attention to the channel, right? So yeah, he told me basically more or less to start doing that, He's the one that gave me the idea to do that. So shout out to Cuzzo. Thank you to Cuzzo for letting me know about the algorithm, that I didn't know that shorts was a good thing to be doing. And also with the shorts, you can put them on TikTok and Instagram shorts. So it's really, really good to do these shorts. You know what I mean? It's going to help the channel a lot. So I hope you guys will fuck with it and fuck with it as much as you do on Cuzzo's channel, and smack it for me every time, the like and all that in the comments. even though they are only a couple seconds long, 40 seconds or 30 seconds. You know, it doesn't take long to watch them, and smack that like for me. You know what I mean? He's getting a lot of haters with those shorts. Is he? Well, those haters can fucking suck one. You feel me? Fuck the haters. He's also getting 1,000 subscribers, you know? So when the more subs you get, the more haters you're going to get. You feel me? It's just how it goes. That Thomas Lamb guy is all over TikTok. Is he? He has tons of followers. But they watching. You should interview Thomas Lamb. Who's this dude Thomas Lamb that I keep hearing about? Fuck, go tell him fucking get interviewed by me then. If he wants to be interviewed by me, tell him if he wants an interview that I'm there, man. Because I got something in my Instagram shit that says on it, if you want an interview, just DM me. You feel me? Anybody that wants an interview that's done a decent time or whatever, anyone that wants an interview that has a good story, they think it's a good, entertaining story to tell, let me know. The Asian guy who did a year in Edmonton. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? My boys on Eddystone are all Cambodian. So I fuck with Asians. But just, you know, my boys are from Jane and Finch, my Asians. You know what I mean? So they're a little different breed, but Thomas Lamb is a Canadian prison YouTuber who served prison time in Alberta. Okay. Canada. Okay. So why wouldn't I interview him then, right? I heard he's no good. That's what I heard too from Matt, right? But hey, we got to give everybody a chance. You feel me? Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? And Matt interviewed him. So Matt got bad vibes from him. I'm going to interview him if he wants an interview. And we'll see what kind of vibes I get from the dude. All right? If me and Matt both get bad vibes from the dude, like when I talk to him off screen and shit like that, I'll be able to feel him out. You know? Now, if he doesn't accept the interview, well, then obviously Matt's right. I didn't know Matt interviewed him. Didn't he? I could have swore maybe Matt took the interview down, or maybe he didn't post it. Maybe I shouldn't even be bringing that up. I forgot the name, but I've seen a New Brunswick prison channel YouTuber. Oh, for real? They're popping up in Canada, are they? Damn, homie. Okay, well, all the new YouTubers in Canada, I want to interview them. You know what I mean? I was serious about when I said I want this genre to blow up so much to the point where if you are a good guy and you come out of jail and you want to turn your life around and you don't want to do crime no more and you actually want to be legit and have a family and work and be a good person and shit like that, and you don't want to do crime no more, then you shouldn't have to. And you can come out and make your own YouTube channel and fucking make it and succeed and get a decent little amount of money to live on. That's what I want for this genre. If we can have that shit for gamers, why can't we have that shit for kids that fucking need the fucking help? You know what I mean? Like kids like me when I was that age going to jail, fucking 18, 19 years old, fucking in adult jail, fucking having to, you know what I mean? 10 toes down all the way. And I want these kids to be fucking have a chance where if they do end up fucking up and go to jail for the first couple years, they get out, they have something they can actually do instead of going back to the streets like I did every single time and ended up fucking wasting my whole fucking childhood instead of just one mistake, right? I'd love it if kids didn't make any mistakes, but if they just made one mistake and came out and bettered themselves and started a fucking channel, or you know what I mean? Even before they go to jail, fucking watch these videos and fucking learn from the videos and then not even ever have to go. But for the ones that do end up going, at least fucking have something to come out to and fucking say, you know what, I want to change my life around. I'm going to start a channel. But I don't want fucking idiots to come on here and be encouraging people, yo, let's go hit a lick, yo. Yo, fucking, let's go sell dope. Let's sell some heroin. Yo, who wants a spot? Yo, my subs, yo, you guys can sell drugs for me, yo. You know what I mean? Like, let's go fucking do some illegal shit. I don't want people like that on here trying to fucking get big. I don't want people like that trying to fucking make the genre toxic. You know what I mean? I want people that come to this genre to be ones that want to turn their life around and ones that want positivity and shit like that. Like how Death the Goat, he started the genre and shit like that. In my mind, in my eyes, I know the West Coast has their own people and shit like that, but I don't really pay much attention to, because that wasn't somebody that I watched a lot. So I'm not even going to mention the name of the channel. You guys probably already know it, so there's no need to. I know they were out before Death, but I never watched them. So to me, the very first person that caught my attention was him, and it was Death. And I thought to myself, you know what? This is a good guy right here. This is a guy that changed his life around. He wants the same for other dudes, and he put a lot of dudes on the map. You feel me? And, you know, that's the type of person I want to be. I want to be one to try to bring guys on and help them grow their channel and shit like that. That's the kind of guy I would be like. And to change your life around and have some good things happen, positive shit, like have a family and stay out of trouble. That's what the channel's for. The channel's not for to fucking come on here and fucking, you know, glorify violence or fucking tell all this shit to make people think it's cool. The shit that I did was not cool. The shit that I did was fucking ignorant. It was fucking tasteless. It was fucking brutal. It was violent. It was fucking ruthless. No remorse. You know, I'm not a real person. I wasn't a very good person. And I was a person that was more or less just like a type of person that didn't care about my life. And I thought I was going to die living that lifestyle, to the point where I would walk with a fucking blicky in my hoodie like this and crack in this hand and blick in this hand and walk like this. Okay? Like I was literally to the point where I would probably fucking be so paranoid if someone came up and grabbed me, I might actually shoot you by accident. Like literally to the point where I knew I was going to get killed and shot any day and dead, or I was going to kill someone any day for trying to rob me or anything like that, man. Like it was just to the point where I didn't care about nothing. It was to the point where I was literally like that close, and like you didn't want to be around me. Trust me, I was just to that point of not care about life no more. All I cared about was fucking getting more heroin, getting more oxys. Okay, and that's not a good life. You know, it's not a good life, man. Not a good life at all. And whoever said you liked my hair, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Who was that again? Unless he didn't post it. I forgot the name, but I seen a New Brunswick. Oh, I read that. I'm pretty young, so if I go to jail, I still may have my whole life ahead of me. I appreciate your vids. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, everybody. Six Bronco said. I stopped watching 1090 Jake. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of that comment. You should get an interview with Death. I would love that. He fakes his Boston accent. I found the New Brunswick. Well, you know what? All I'm going to say about that, Jack Daniels, is you're welcome here anytime you want. Come watch my content. You don't have to watch anyone you don't want to watch. It's better to carry it with you with your hand swinging easy to dash. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bronco. And it's if someone runs up on you with something, what are you going to do? Try to pull it out your bag or your fucking pocket or some shit like that? You're done. You're done. So literally when I used to walk on the block and shit like that, you see me with my hands in my hoodie and shit like that, you know better not to fucking approach me. You feel me? Well, everybody knew that. Yeah, sorry for my 1090 Jake rant. I should have kept my opinion to myself. I shouldn't judge a guy I never met. I just don't want to get involved, you feel me? That's all. It's your comment, you feel me? That's why I just didn't want to really get involved. It's different if another YouTuber says something about another YouTuber, or if someone says something in a comment. There's way big difference, you feel me? But yeah. But yeah, he's getting up there, man. Shout out to 1090. I fucks with 1090. You know, he's representing for the Bloods and shit like that. And there's not many people out there doing that right now. It's mostly all Crip. You feel me? And I actually appreciate that. So that's just my opinion. I don't know nothing else about the dude. But yeah, we definitely shouldn't judge people that we don't know for real, right? People are just trying to do whatever they can to make money on the platform at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to get out the fucking mud. Everybody wants to get out the fucking poverty and shit like that. You know? Like, there's so many things I could say about so many different people and make them, like, look a certain way, but why? You know what I mean? What's the point? What's that going to get for me? What's that going to do for me? You know what I mean? But I understand you're just a young cat and shit like that. You know what I mean? You got your opinions and shit. Everybody they're entitled to their own opinion. I'm just saying, everything you see on someone's YouTube channel might not be, how can I say this? They might be a totally different way in real life. Do you feel me? But the way they are on their camera, they tell in their stories, like, for example, this is the way I'm going to say it. I tell my stories about shit I used to do in the past, right? I don't want people coming on here thinking at me like I'm that type of person. I want people to look at me like all the stuff I did in my past and all my videos and shit like that and look at me and be like, "Oh fuck, this guy's a monster." You know what I mean? I don't want people to be like, "Damn, this guy did all this shit and this and this and that." I don't want them to think that's my lifestyle still today, because that's not my lifestyle anymore. I've changed my life totally around. Do you know what I mean? So the stories that I tell are way, way in the past. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been out for 5 years straightening out my life. The last August, I started YouTube in that, and been out of trouble for a long time now. And I don't want people to think like I'm out there doing this and this and that, crimes and shit like that, because I retell my stories on here to try to help and stuff like that. But yes, I obviously do want to make money. I'm here to try to make this into a more prosperous thing, into a career, obviously. But maybe one day I will be able to not do construction. But until then, until we get 1 million subs, I'm not going to be quitting construction. But the thing is, it's just it's hard to do it on YouTube, bro. When you're doing it on your own and shit, it's like you either get lucky or you don't, man. Either the people fuck with you or they don't. They either like you or they don't. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I've always had the worst luck. So it's going to be really hard for me to blow up because I've always had the worst luck on earth. I always think the worst. I always look at the worst possible scenario. I always look at the worst possible outcome and think the worst of it. And maybe that has a lot to do with it. I don't know. But and I swear to God, sometimes when I feel like I'm about to make it, or I feel something really good's gonna happen, something's gonna blow me up, or something's gonna do real good, it's like I self-sabotage. It's almost like I want it so bad, but I self-sabotage myself because I don't think I deserve it. I don't know why I do it, but I self-sabotage a lot to the point where it'll be like I don't know how to explain that, actually. It's just like, say you're about to have a chance to fucking make like $1 million or something, and the guy tells you be there at fucking 8:30 on the dot, no later, and you show up at 8:35. Do you feel me? And you're like, well, why didn't the guy wait? I fucking was on my way. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's just I would fucking self-sabotage myself by not waking up that early to make sure I'm there 2 minutes early. But me personally, it's not like that. That's just an example. I'm trying to find some sort of an example to try to explain it, but I can't. Damn, that's crazy. 60K a month from YouTube. A lot of prison YouTubers dropping off. Yeah, bro, he's making bank, bro. He fucking had $100,000 chain on, homie. Fucking had no jumper the other day. Yeah, a lot of these YouTubers make serious cash, bro. And a lot of these freaking OnlyFans girls make serious cash. Like, some of these freaking OnlyFans girls are making 100 grand a month, bro. 100 grand a month. And then some of these fucking YouTubers are making more than that. Like a million views, I know, is 5 grand. I know if you get 1 million views on one video, that's 5K automatically. Me, personally, I think that's what it is, though, guys. I think it's like I have the personality for it, right? People do like me or they hate me. And that's what you need. You either need the personality that they love you or they hate you, right? Because you got the personality where if they love you and they hate you, but they hate you, they're going to watch you anyway because of your personality that they hate so much. Some girls make money from selling farts in a jar and feet pics. Yeah, it's true. I know. It's just ridiculous. Isn't it ridiculous that girls can make money that way these days? I don't knock the hustle, but that's just a little ridiculous, guys. Come on. You guys are literally empowering these women to fucking sell farts and feet fucking pics. How low are you? Come on, fucking. If you're a man that watches this, that fucking does that shit and buys that shit, pull up, motherfucker. Come on. You're making every man look bad. It is a one-time payment of 5K or they keep paying. Every time, like, what do you mean by that? Like, every time you hit 1 million, you get 5K. Every video that gets 1 million views gets 5K on it. You are definitely putting in the work on YouTube. Hope you can make some coin. I hope so, bro. It's been a year, man. It's been almost a year. This August will be a year, bro. Haven't made a dime except for my subscribers' donations. I got 3 donations so far this year, and those donations really did actually help, believe it or not. You know? And the PayPal is in every single description. Most of my videos, you know what I mean? Until we get 1,000 subs, the fucking donations is all that really is keeping me going right now. And my paycheck, but most of my paycheck goes towards fucking paying the bills, the rent, and the food and shit. You know, I don't make a lot every month. I make like roughly like $500 a week from my regular full-time job. You know what I mean? And then they take taxes out of that shit. You guys know that. So I end up clearing like probably $1,900 a month, roughly, like maybe less, maybe $1,850, depending on how much taxes they take and shit, or how much taxes I gotta put away for fucking whatever. Because I actually have to pay my own shit, but I have to pay it because when I wait and save it all up and wait like a year or two, I get fucked and it's too much. So I've been in that boat before and I got out of it, and now I just pay it every couple of months. I just send fucking CRA money. Say, leave me alone. I get fucking letters from them nonstop. Remember this year. Remember that year. Some YouTubers with 20K subs easily make 1K a month from donations from doing live streams. Yeah. See what I mean? That even 1K extra a month would fucking be able to buy more equipment, fucking have everything set up better. I could do everything better, bro. I could eat better. I could fucking live better. I could fucking do the job better because I'd probably get more sleep. Oh, man. Because I'm always stressed out, so I don't get a lot of sleep. I haven't filed my taxes yet. Yeah. I know the feeling. It's not a fun thing unless you're getting money back. But yeah, I appreciate when the subscribers do tell me that I'm putting in a lot of work and I deserve it and shit like that. And that's what keeps me going on the channel, because you guys mean a lot to me, man. My subscribers mean the most to me. Your guys' opinions mean a lot. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, obviously. And I know with this loyal family and this loyal subscribers that I have now, we're going to grow, because when you have 300 and some odd people that got your back and that love your channel, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. As long as everybody keeps coming and smacking the like button and commenting and shit like that, the algorithm's going to take off. It will. And watch, I'm going to put out all these little shorts and stuff like that late in the next little while, and it should help the algorithm boost up a little bit. Also, do have 1 or 2 more tricks up the sleeve for this summer coming up. So you guys will have a couple more tricks that you don't know about yet coming up, unless you really follow the channel, like really follow it. Then you'll know what's going to happen. But do you get a gas rebate check in Ontario? Did you get a gas rebate check in Ontario? What is that called? Is it called what is that called? A trillium? Is it called a trillium check? Because if it's called a trillium check, I believe it's for gas and some other shit. It's not a lot of money though, bro. It's like $18 or some shit like that, depending on your wages. And if you owe money to the government and shit like that for taxes, they take your GST and your whatever else, trillium, till you're all paid up. Which is good, I think, because then you freaking owe it forever. It helps pay it off. That's how I actually paid it off one time, just from them taking off my GSTs and my trilliums every time. GSTs like every 3 months and trilliums every month or some shit. And because they kept taking that, whatever it is, 18 or 48 bucks, I can't remember. They kept taking that off every single time and then taking the GSTs. And eventually, after a few years, that shit paid itself off. Thank God that year I ended up going to jail, so I didn't work much. Oh my God. It's not funny. I'm just fucking making a joke that's not even funny. Oh God. PayPal.me. I think that's it right there, guys. That's it right there for anybody that wants to help. So that's the link there. So what I was saying is, if we had an extra money like that, bro, every month, we could fucking buy a new camera for the music videos. We could buy fucking everything, bro. Because that money wouldn't have to go towards bills. See, all the money I make now has to go towards fucking $1,350 rent. Then it's got to go towards the fucking internet cable fucking shit. You know, the phone. I even stopped the phone because I didn't want to buy top-up cards no more. Because there's no need to, because I don't fucking call nobody on the phone. I talk to everybody online, and you can actually use the fucking little phone button to call people. So I'm like, fuck buying a $50 phone card every month. But then that kind of sucks too, because if I had the extra money, I would buy that phone card. And a lot of times it'd be like, oh, you need to verify this with a phone. And then I'll be like, oh, fuck. And I'll have to call one of my friends and then get them to verify it for me. One of my best friends. Like, you got to trust your best friends, right? Climate action incentive payment just got 500. Climate action incentive payment. What? What? I don't get that. Have you ever thought about working in the oil industry in Alberta? My climate action incentive payment just got 500. I don't know. I don't know what that means. If it's an incentive to work in Alberta for an extra 500, couldn't leave Toronto. I don't want to leave Toronto. I was born and raised here. I'm scared to leave Toronto, unless it's to go to somewhere like, unless I can buy a house somewhere and buy a house in Toronto. I don't want to leave. I won't leave unless I can afford to like rent a house somewhere else and buy a house here. I always have to be able to come back to Toronto. Just because like I'm born and raised in Toronto. I've never really left Toronto, so I would get severe anxiety if I left Toronto. Just because I know Toronto's so good and shit like that, and I'm so familiar with everything. It's just, if I went somewhere new, I wouldn't know how to get around and shit like that, and it would just be like, it would be weird. But if I had to go somewhere like to perform or some shit like that, I would do that. Like UK or some shit. I know I'm not really going to be allowed in the States unless it's like Niagara Falls or Buffalo. And then I can just stay on this side of border, and the people in the States can literally stand there on that side and see the concert. Imagine that. That would be cool. Because you can't go in on the other side of the border on the States. You go to the fucking Peace Bridge and throw a concert right on our side, and they're over there watching. I don't think that's possible, though. It's just a dream. Or the UK, I know I'm allowed to go there. Or other places. I think it's just the US. The US and Canada are real sticky on letting people come in with records or letting people leave with records. It's weird. Gumballs, gumballs. It ruins your life, JD. Ruins your whole life. It's a lot more than people think about, right? Like, think about that. I could have been in LA chasing my dream when I got out of jail. But I can't because I got out of jail, you feel me? So now it's like I could probably get noticed quicker, guys like me and Cuzzo, if we went to LA. But how can we? Oh, he probably could because he's in the States. But I mean, a lot of states don't even want you to leave when you're on. But he's been out of trouble forever. But I mean, for certain people that just get out, it's hard because you're not even allowed out of certain states. Probation or parole or whatever. What up, Drig Drag? Was just talking about you earlier, bro. Some guy came in here and tried to say I was a fucking racist, brother. Oh my god. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I'm probably the most unracist person ever. My first girlfriend was Asian, like in elementary school. My very first girlfriend was an Asian girl named Angel. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. How's everything? Having a criminal record really fucks your life up, bro. Harder to get in school, get a job, and find a place to rent. 100. That's why it's like, yo, these channels, this genre is good for the guys that do want to help, that have changed their lives around, that actually do want to get the right message across to these young ones. You feel me? So they watch your video and they see it's not all fun, bro. It's not all games. Like, guys come out of here, they can't work, they can't do shit. They have a hard time finding a place. It's bad, bro. You can't travel to certain locations, which is the States, which is where a lot of opportunity in the world is. You know, Canada is too, but even more so in the States. You know, we got a lot here in Toronto too, but I mean, the States is big, right? With that stuff. And we basically need the States to have anybody successful here. Basically, like when, think about it, every guy that blew up here went there, like Pressa, more recently, from Jane and Finch, Up Top Crip, went to there, right? To LA, had a song with Coil Ray and shit, right? Drake, obviously, was first before Pressa and shit like that. But I mean, when guys get up there, they go there to LA, and then it makes them get worldwide noticed, right? Even though they got all the Toronto behind them and shit like that. It's always better to have all of North America behind your back, and then the rest of the world catches on real fast. A successful Canadian is called an American. I like that. That is jokes. That is fucking jokes, bro. That is fucking, oh my god. Yo, everybody, you guys like that shit? That was awesome. A successful Canadian is called an American. It's funny. I gotta fucking remember that, man. That's fucking one of the best things I've heard in a long time. Like one of the best jokes. Like, oh my god. Ugh. Oh man. So almost every single person here, I would like to move to Florida. Oh, bro, you don't even know. I would love to move to Florida. That's funny that you said that. Florida is like the number one place every Canadian wants to move to. especially us that are in the snow like all the time like that. Oh my god, bro. All the Canadians want to go there because we have snow. What is it? January, February, March, April, May. No, not May, sorry. November, December, January, February, March. And sometimes in April. We're supposed to have April showers, but sometimes we get April snow showers. So that's like almost half of the year with snow. You know? And then we get June, July, August for summer. 3 months. You guys got summer all year round. That's why I like Florida. I fucks with Florida. Florida weather. I would love to live in Florida for the weather. Yeah. Florida is the shit for the weather, bro. Canada has shit weather. Yeah, it does. But when you're fucking used to it, if you like the snow, then hey, all the power to you. If you lived here your whole life, you either love the snow or you're sick of it by now. We have 2 seasons. They have 2 seasons. Yeah, we have 2 seasons, bro. Fucking winter and summer. No, I'm joking. Wet and dry. Yeah. No, we have spring and fall, but that doesn't last long. It's like from the middle of October, more or less, till middle of November or some shit. Like 1 month, maybe. Same thing with spring. Our spring and fall got cut short by winter. Took an extra month from each. Only part of Canada with good weather is southern BC and Vancouver Island. Okay. And that's because it's so close to... Is that because it's so close to LA and Texas and shit like that? In the Caribbean, we call it wet and dry. Okay, I get it.